right, and we're live.
Righteous.
All right, where we left off. After leaving the chaos of the burning Seven Sawmill, the party follows a blood trail through Magnemar until they reach the Underbridge district. Quite literally and figuratively, the underbelly of the city. Below the Irespan, the grand limestone structure made famous in Magnemar. There they continue to follow the blood trail until they come across a broken and decrepit clock tower. Going through the front door, they come across creatures, including a flesh golem and faceless stalkers. Though more destructive, it would seem, would be the environmental hazards. In particular, two bronze bells, which laid some of the party members low. Climbing the tower and its rickety wood shambles of stairs, they finally make their way to the top of the tower, at which point they meet Zanasha, a half-woman, half-snake creature, who quickly humbled the party with her vicious prowess, leaving Kaj falling to the 180 feet and leaving Utramir unconscious on the ground. Her final words to the party members: "You have foiled my plans this time. You won't be so lucky next time." At which point she vanishes into mist, leaving the party members to lick their wounds. You find yourselves at the base of the clock tower, with the darkness setting in around you. It is now late into the evening, and even the starlight and moonlight cannot penetrate your current location, being shadowed by the Irespan within the Underbridge district. Outside, you hear the footsteps of some of the less, let's call them less well-established citizens of Magnemar. What would you like to do?
Oh, hey there. What y'all been up to?
Bro.
You don't look too good.
Yeah, I'm in so much pain.
You look like
I fell 160 feet and landed on my feet, but I think they're both broken. I'm in so much pain.
I mean, we can fall back, or we can hold position here until it's light outside. I mean, what do you want to do?
I was just following those ravens that we met back then, and they just now got here. You look like you've been through the ringer there, Kaj.
Yeah,
Tristan, you don't look much better either.
Who doesn't look much better?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Tristan was out getting milk and cigarettes.
Oh, well, that explains it. Oh, never mind. Tristan just looks like he normally does. Sorry.
Yeah. Anthra's unusually fine, gotta say.
I have never seen that man, as Raptor points to Anthar, look less than 10 out of 10.
Wait, you can count?
Yeah. I can count as high as the numbers go.
All right.
Really?
Well,
all the way to 10.
Oh.
If Anthar, you're still willing to patch me up, I guess I can go fucking fight this bitch again.
Oi.
So
you just came out of there, right?
What happened while we were gone?
What was that, Tristan?
What exactly happened while we were gone? Like, give us the short version.
Oh, you weren't here either, were you? You just walked up, huh?
Wait,
No,
are we?
no. Where
are
were
we
you,
in-
Raptor?
I was following the Ravens.
Oh, I was getting supplies. I mean, among them included milk and pipeweed, but
Oh, you lazy fuck. Do you see these two? And I motioned
I'm
just to Kaj with both hands. They went through it. They could have used you here.
lazy. Tristan like repeats lazy fuck and like looks down at himself like, I'm fighting fit. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right. Anyway, okay. So let me get this straight. Y'all went in there and it didn't go too well, and now you're back. Tail between your legs.
Look. Just come with me. I'll show you. Let's walk in the lobby of this tower, and you'll see what the fuck we've been dealing with.
All
Do
right.
we want to go in there? Because it seems like bad stuff in there.
Well,
There's bad stuff everywhere, Raptor. Let's go.
all right. So on entering, I'm gonna point at this fucking golem flesh bullshit. That dude body slammed my ass. Thank God Anthar put 2 arrows in his eyes. You see those 3 faceless motherfuckers? Yeah, no, they were about 100 feet up. I tackled one, fucking went through 4 flights of stairs somehow on the way down, and then fucking Anthar shot the other one straight through, knocked them both off, and they just barely missed landing on me. All right. I've had a bad day.
Raptor looks at the corpses that Kaj is pointing to, realizes that they are a horrendous amalgamation of flesh and bullshit and unnatural garbage, and kind of shakes his head. Right, let's get back to town. Let's drink. Let's go drink. Kaj, does that sound good?
I just need to sleep.
I think we better.
Great, let's drink and then sleep.
No,
Anthar,
we better
drink,
just put
sleep.
Kaj in the bed straight up so he can actually like sleep. I like look him up and down like your legs and like whatever he's got going on off.
I think I could legitimately use like a week or so to be. I don't think I'm going to be at full strength for about a week because I definitely didn't rest after our last encounter.
Do you want me to like carry you back to town? I can do that.
I can limp just fine. But I think Outramir is probably in the same boat of he's probably going to need like a week or so to fully recover. So would y'all be interested in just hanging out in town for like a week and then I can craft shit and y'all can, I don't know, go make money and stuff?
I mean,
I do love making money.
aren't we gonna have to investigate this whole entire thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we delayed the murders. I don't know. I guess we can keep fighting.
Did we? Hold on. Did you find who was behind the murders?
We're pretty sure it was the snake lady. She got away.
Okay.
We killed this golem thing. I doubt the golem was behind the murders, though. It's too big.
Okay.
No, okay. I guess we. What was that, Anthar?
Zanasha's a pawn, and in this whole thing, she apparently works for someone else. So
yeah,
there's more than just what's here. So
okay.
Wait,
so
the snake lady works for somebody else?
yeah.
How many tiers of hierarchy are we going to have to kill before we find the bottom of this mystery?
All of them.
If it's more than 6, then it's an inefficient system.
We could.
Sorry, Kaj, you were saying.
We could I'd be happy to limp into the mayor's assistant's office, still covered in all this blood, and let him know that we need to take a break.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Let him know.
At the very least, we've treated the symptoms, and by the letter of the contract, we have figured out what happened with the murders. So our contract is technically fulfilled. So we go in, we cash out, we spend however much time it takes to recover, and then we will figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, I would also suggest looting that clock tower, but I really don't want to climb that again.
I will go and do this.
Actually, leave it to me and Raptor.
Thank God!
Yes! Raptor as a level 8 Sprite Druid casts. Nope. Sorry. Raptor tries really hard, but realizes he's not level 9 yet. He tries to flutter his wings super hard and realizes he can't quite fly yet. Tristan, you said you could volunteer for this, right?
Do you want me to
Great,
throw
have
you up
fun.
there, Raptor? I can definitely,
Raptor
like,
has
if
a
you need a
fucking
little
bird.
assistance, I can give you a little boost. But
Oh yeah, I do have a bird. And Raptor whistles, and Robin comes flying down. And for the first time, but oddly familiarly, Robin seems to be significantly larger than you remember her being. In fact, so large that she is approximately medium sized, equal to the size of each of you individuals. And it seems that maybe Robin has been this way since 4 levels ago, but maybe you just didn't quite notice until right now.
so we're all in accordance that if we're ever stuck in a hostile environment, we're eating the bird. Look at that.
Can I hop on?
Yeah, can we-
No, she needs to be large for you to ride, and I actually took nimble predator instead of savage predator, so she's still just medium.
I'm pretty nimble.
Are you small though?
Tristan's gonna run up the clock tower now.
I jump on my absurdly large bird for what I am and fly up to the top.
I'm not impressed by the bird at all.
All right. So Tristan, Raptor, you're heading up the tower.
Tristan's climbing, you said?
So the tower, it is about 180 feet tall total, with spiraling wood staircases that go around the inside of the building. The staircases themselves are made of wood, are pretty broken, pretty decrepit, and in fact, in quite a few areas now, broken altogether. In particular, it's not on this map. Well, I'll go ahead and here. So on this map where you guys are on the base, there's actually two. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Let's try this. Yeah, there's actually 2 massive bells that cracked, kind of have cracked the wood limestone of the floor. And if you want to know more about that, you might ask your compatriots what happened there.
What happened?
These faceless fucks, I say as picking one of them, dropped them on our asses, nearly killed me, rocked the shit out of, I think, Outramir. It was not a good day.
Who I'm assuming is just like laying there unconscious right now.
Yeah,
In a very half-orc, just lump, just lay it out. Hats on the head, looking fabulous, but he's just
He was not having a good day.
yeah, he's just unconscious now.
Were we inside this whole intro section?
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
inside at the ground floor right now.
Cool. I thought we were outside. Can I retcon that when I whistled to Robin, I walked outside to climb onto Robin and then fly up to the top outside the building?
Sure.
Cool. She's a medium creature now. She's too big to fly up a spiral staircase.
All right. So I'm not going to make you, Tristan, I'm not going to make you roll all of the checks to get up the tower. But suffice it to say, it takes you about an hour to get up the 180 foot climb, because there are now so many broken portions of the stairway that have either fallen away naturally or were, it seems that in some areas, freshly broken, including some areas that were taken out by the bell tower itself.
And
Or the
it's
bells
the next
themselves.
day anyway.
How long does it take me and my bird to fly to the top
It takes you about
on the outside of the building?
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Lovely. I'd like to loot everything before Tristan gets here.
Awesome.
Right.
Everything you can fucking carry. Can't imagine that's much.
I have a
Oh, yeah, that's true.
medium-sized
You're on a
bird, dude. I
fucking
can
bird.
carry plenty.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, with what pockets? And what
I'll just
hand?
throw it on and hold on tight.
You got to get a
Alright.
saddle for her.
That's the next move. I'm gonna get Barding. Gives her armor and a saddle.
Oh,
All right, so we'll hop over to Raptor. Raptor, as you make it to the top of the tower, circling around and around in a spiral, increasing your elevation, you come to the top of the tower with the belly of the iron span about 15 feet above you. You find the area to be kind of broken and decrepit. In the center is a stone statue of an angel that seems that it has almost been left there, forgotten for many, many years. Behind the angel, however, you do find a nest of cushions, silk sheets, but beyond that, well, I'll let you roll a perception check.
Oh hell yeah! Gotta grab them dice right quick. Right. Anthar, blue or gold?
Gold.
Hell yeah! All right, that'll do. Perception check is a 25.
All right. So going through, you find that the silk sheets might be worth about 5 gold altogether. The cushions, maybe 2 gold pieces, but it seems that all else has been removed.
Perfect. Raptor's gonna pull out his dagger and just cut a section of the silk sheet that is approximately blanket sized for himself, and pack that up, and then fuck off back to the bottom of the building.
Okay.
what are the chances that you could grab me a bunch of silk?
You're gonna have to ask when I get back down to the bottom, and then you're
You've
gonna ask me
already
to
fucked
fly to the
off,
top
so-
again and recut. So probably about 10% standard
Okay.
clause.
Okay, the only reason I want it is because silk is antimicrobial and it would be better for bandages, but I don't think that actually matters in this game.
Not in this game.
Okay.
It's the
But
same.
for the record, silk sheets would be antimicrobial.
Oh, you're a fucking nerd. Is Tristan still climbing those stairs? There's nothing up there.
Hmm?
Oh no, you're inside. You can't hear me. Is he still in there climbing?
He's made it about 40 feet up. Yeah, he's made about 40 foot up, and he's taken a breather at the moment after traversing literally like bouldering from one side to the other to make it to the next section of wood stairway. He's about
I'm
40
gonna-
foot
And
up.
on
I'm gonna holler up to Tristan. Hey, on your way down, don't forget those ropes. We don't want to leave those here.
There are ropes up there?
Yeah, there's like grappling hooks that we left behind.
Oh, okay.
I land on Anthar's shoulder and touch him on the shoulder and touch telepathy. Say, should we tell Tristan there's no lead up there, or should we let him climb all the way up and all the way back down? Because I know where my vote is, but I want to see where you stand.
We should probably let him know.
Great, it's unanimous.
Right. Okay.
We just sit and bullshit for the 2 hours it takes Tristan to get up and down the tower.
All right. So after about an hour's climb, Tristan, you make it to the top and you find a couple of cushions and now tattered silk sheets, but nothing else.
Well, I remember Kaj
What
saying that these
quarter
bandages
square?
are that silk is useful for bandages. So why not go ahead and just snatch that?
All
So I
right.
go
Yeah.
ahead and I just rip all the tattered bandages or the silk down. Just like,
That's enough for about 10 bandages.
Sweet.
Sick.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
And then I'm going to go retrieve the grappling hooks and ropes.
All right. You spend about another hour retrieving grappling hooks and ropes and making your way back down to the ground level.
I do a flip as I get close to the ground.
All right.
You have fun up there. You
It's
find
always good to
anything?
get a work. It's always good to get a workout in, Raptor. You know, you always
Wait,
got to.
what?
You got
What
to keep
loot
things.
you find?
Oh, not really anything. I mean, I got our ropes back, got the grapple hooks back. I got gosh, here's this silk. I figured you could use some more material for bandages. There you go.
Raptor reaches behind him and pulls out his raptor-sized blanket of the exact same material. Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, but yours is. I mean,
Appropriately sized? Yes, it is.
I mean, are you gonna make
Raptor
bandages
wraps
out
it
of that
around
too?
himself and bundles up.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna just hand everybody back their grapple hooks and ropes and just kind of be like, you know, I got the endorphins going. Tristan's feeling really good. For a
Raptor
dude who
sees-
just spent like 3 hours running and jumping and climbing in a fucking breastplate.
Raptor sees Tristan feeling himself and is like, all right, yeah, okay. I'll stop being a dick to him. He was good.
All right. So at this point, it's about high moon. I love that that's canon now.
Of course.
Despite
Two dudes outside the
moon.
clock tower just about to shoot each other with crossbows.
despite the fact that you can't actually see the moon or any stars under the iron span, you just kind of get that inner clock sense that it's about halfway through the night.
Hey guys, did you see that tumbleweed that just randomly manifested?
What?
Yeah, right over there. It literally just bounced across our paths. Anybody else find that really weird?
I think you're too tired. Let's go sleep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed. Oh wait, no, we gotta. Oh wait, yeah, we can do that tomorrow. I'm gonna go kick down that frilly little assistant store and say, hey, we figured out what the fuck was going on and give us some money.
Okay. All right. Where are you going to go?
I dig myself a home.
Are we
These
sleeping?
days,
Immediately
I'm just
outside.
going to just scoop a thing of earth out for you and then just stick you in the hole and then just put the earth on top of you.
Oi, the fuck is that?
That is the
What are you
equivalent of
doing?
what you do.
Oi, if you were fucking small enough, if you were lucky enough to see inside the homes that I dig, you would realize I am a fucking artist.
Mm-hmm.
Raptor walks 8 inches and then starts digging a new hole.
All right.
We're sleeping here, right? I'm tired as fuck. Are you not tired as fuck after getting fucked up in that building? It's midnight. Sorry, high noon. It's bedtime.
All right. So you're making camp at the clock tower?
Might as well. Who wants to?
Anthar,
yeah.
Kosh,
I missed
sleep here?
shelter.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Anthar and I can swap off. What? I mean, Anthar, how are you feeling?
Pretty tired.
Okay, I will take first watch, and either Raptor or Anthar can relieve me because I'm well rested and just got a pump in. So I guess I'm too high energy to go to bed right now.
I'm specifically not gonna bathe myself and do the cat licky thing because I want the dude to. Yeah, I absolutely would. By the way,
Oh,
but no, I'm not going to this time, so that
Oh.
way the mayor knows how much I've struggled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthar's gonna go to like the next level where there's no blood and guts and sleep there.
All right.
Tristan will assume a high overwatch and just unstring his bow and have his sword at the ready right next to it and just kind of just start watching over everybody trying to go to sleep. Except Raptor, because Raptor's outside in a hole somewhere.
I love that everybody is inside the tower and then Raptor's just sleeping in a hole outside.
All right. Tristan, you're the only one standing watch?
I'm the only one who can, so yeah.
Roll a perception check.
All righty. Good thing I got a nice chunky perception.
Gonna get fucked up on the first watch of the night.
No, I'm not. I rolled a 26. Fuck you.
Okay. Taking your watch for the first half of the night, you don't notice anything of particular note other than a few footsteps passing by, a cart here and there, some whispers from the streets and alleyways around, but nothing of particular note.
Shit, I'm paranoid. Nothing of particular note, he says, as the assassins come to stab us and kill us in our sleep.
And who's taking second watch?
Whoever Tristan wakes up.
Who are you
Take
picking?
Watch.
You want to take the watch, or do you just want me to fucking 24-hour night up that? I can tell you from personal experience, it's possible, but Tristan will be cranky in the morning.
Yeah, why don't you get some rest, Tristan?
Okay.
All right.
I will wake up Anthar and then just go where my weapons are and get myself a little foxhole nap.
Then Anthar, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh boy,
Oh boy, don't whiff it.
I might. Okay, well, not with that roll. I got a nat 20.
Ha.
What an
Yeah,
All right.
absolute champion.
Yeah, dude. On top of how much perception?
It's a total of 37.
Holy
You have a
fuck.
17 to your perception? Okay.
37 perception check.
He
All
just
right.
so he's like seeing colors and hearing sounds, just tasting the fucking rainbow.
All right. So as you take your watch,
You put down your night vision goggles.
Mhm.
you hear a conversation that seems to echo through the chamber from a nearby alleyway. Conversation is somewhat jumbled, but the topic refers to the tower in which you find yourself. It seems that two individuals are betting how long it's going to take for the tower to fall completely from its leaning state to and how many buildings it will destroy upon its final descent. You kind of hear a bet being made between the two. Something akin to a couple of coppers. The rest of the night goes uneventfully.
How far out is the bet saying?
That's a good question. I like that question. Answer that question.
It's one guy says that he thinks it's going to take another month. The other guy says it's going to take it'll take another 3 months.
Okay, we're good.
I ain't waking up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the structure integrity of the tower.
It definitely looks abandoned and decrepit and is leaning to one side, but you estimate that it will at least last the night.
All right.
Cool.
With Anthar's PTSD with bells, especially there's two hanging above us. I'm gonna impromptly wake Tristan and Kaj, and just kind of relay like what I just heard and what I think is gonna happen about these bells.
Andar, what did your elf ears hear?
Nothing good.
I'm just gonna look up and verify that I'm not directly under a bell and go back to sleep.
Okay.
You you pretty much directly under the two remaining bells. The other two bells are occupying the remainder of the ground floor.
I went
Okay.
up there near the bells, right?
You did.
Can I remember if they looked like they were about to snap anytime soon?
You recall that they were hanging from what seemed to be fairly strong crossbeams, certainly aged,
Mhm.
but something akin to a 16 by 16 chunk of wood.
Okay, so it's not like hanging off a rope and,
Well-
and ringing. It's like it's secure.
Well, it was hanging by chain,
Okay.
chain and rope.
Okay.
The rope looked pretty old, but hadn't really been touched much. The chain was thick and strong looking. However, it was rusty. I shouldn't say it was rusty.
I tell Anthar what I knew, and I say, I don't trust this place either, but we should be okay for the rest of the night. Honestly, like first light breaks, as soon as we can see outside, we get the others and we just get the hell out of this place.
All right. I'll just keep watch then.
Do you want some company? Do you want me to stay up with you?
No.
So that you can say I told you so before we both get crushed horribly by a bell.
Well, Kaj seems to be avoiding death, so I think he'll be okay.
All right. Don't worry, it's just a few more hours till daybreak, so we'll be all right, I think.
All right.
All right.
All right. No, just kidding. Did you hear that?
I stopped drinking my beer.
The night dissipates and the sun rises. Though you the sun rises and though a little bit of light has come through the cracks in the walls and windows and door, it seems almost Twilight-esque with the amount of light. You judge it to be about twilight.
Everybody get the fuck out!
Boy, what the
All right.
fuck happened?
So, and then as everyone wakes up, Kaj, you, let's see,
Are my penalties gone? At least some of them.
some of them.
Yay!
Kaj, you are now only fatigued 2 and sickened 1.
Hey!
That's not much better.
Improvement.
Yeah. And Raptor, you are no longer fatigued 1.
Hell yeah.
So that's -2 saves, -1 checks.
Well, that's going to be a -1 to AC and save, or -2 to AC and saves, and a -1 to all checks and DCs.
Cool.
And this is a bit metagamey, but I'll tell you that you know this because Raptor is coming back off of it as well. It seems that
the opium withdrawal.
It seems that Raptor and Kaj have both recovered from their experience with Whole Gill, at least the weakest version of it. Kaj, you're still feeling a little bit of ill effects, having drunk a little bit stronger version, as well as not taking a full rest during your downtime.
Cool.
Also, everyone. Whoa. So everyone gets a full rest. That also, or not a full rest, but a long rest. So that's going to be everyone roll a hit die. So I think that is going to be D10 for everybody other than Raptor. It's going to be a D8 for you. And then whatever that is, multiply it by your level. And that's how much HP you get back.
Oh wow.
I don't need to do this. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm already at full.
Oh no,
Yeah, chill.
I didn't get my dice out.
And then Raptor, you also get all of your spells back.
Do I? What's happening right now? Are we waking up in a hurry?
I don't know, are you?
I don't know. I just came back and heard Tristan yelling, "Everybody run!" What I'm asking is, do I have time to prepare spell slots for today, or am I just rolling with yesterday's spell slots?
It takes about an hour to prepare your spell slots.
Wait, Tristan,
but
what the fuck is happening?
But I think you have the opportunity to reset them almost automatically on the waking up, or rearrange them.
So are we
Cool.
skipping our daily preparations? Because I would very much like to do my daily preparations.
Oh, I mean, do your thing. Tristan's just worried that bells are going to start fucking tumbling down once we get out of this condemned building sooner rather than later.
It's up to you.
I would like to do my daily preparations, if that's cool.
All right. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm just doing my daily preps. So I'm
For the
it's basically a reset for my traps.
All right,
But now
all
that I'm level 8, my traps are so much sicker.
So it takes you about an hour to do that.
Cool.
And then Raptor, you get to reset your spells, regain your spells.
Okay. Awesome.
Marshall, what did you say we were rolling for health?
So it's going to be a D10. Whatever the result of that is, multiply it by your level. So it's going to be times 8.
Nice.
And that's how much HP you get back for a long night's rest.
56, baby. Okay.
Would you roll?
7.
Nice.
If now's a good time, I gotta go pee.
Okay, let's take a quick break then. We're not too far in,
Perfect
but
time
we'll
to
take a quick break.
Fix the spell slots up.
And we're back. All right. So you still find yourselves at the ground floor of the clock tower. It seems that a little bit of light is passing through a couple of the cracks in the walls and door, as well as the iron barred windows about 100 feet above you.
I'm gonna just pick up my shit, unstring my bow, and head on out, and maybe thumper on Raptor's home, so I can wake him up. Just kind of tap my foot nearby, just be like, "Hey, wakey, wakey."
Oi, it better not be before 8 in the morning, Tristan.
I'm gonna glance up and see if it's before 8 in the morning.
Is it before quarter noon?
So now that you're outside and you can see over the buildings of the Underbridge district, you realize it seems that it's a little bit later. You would estimate it to be a little bit later in the day than you anticipated. You had thought it to be about daybreak, though the shadow of the Ire span has distorted the amount of light on the Underbridge district, and you now have a go ahead and roll a perception check. Let's see what time you actually think it is.
Is this everybody?
36.
Whoever's outside.
That's a natural 20 plus 16. So
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
26.
All right.
34.
So everyone realizes that it is not, in fact, early morning, but rather early afternoon.
Raptor, it is so past quarter noon, it's not even funny.
Well, I can see that now that you've woken me up and I've come outside and rolled a 34. All right, we have a mission, don't we? We gotta tell that motherfucker that we finished the murders.
Yes.
Let's get that extra gold. We're still in the 2-day limit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. And I hop on Kaj's shoulder and touch telepathy. You still got that ear for evidence?
I forgot about the fucking ear.
Wait, which year?
The ear that I gave you, the ear that belonged to whoever the fuck was running that sawmill, that creepy old fucking elf. Remember, he crawled outside begging for life, and he had some final words to say, and I cut his fucking throat and cut his ear off. That guy. It's evidence that we did it.
It's all coming back to me now.
Why didn't we take his head while we were?
Yes, I do have his ear.
A head is far too large for Raptor to cut off.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, we're looking for evidence.
I'm gonna kneel down to where Raptor's hole was, and like start folding his little blanket.
Aww.
And place it over to him.
Adorable.
Raptor sees this and is just wide-eyed, staring at Anthar like, this man is a fucking god. A god amongst men. Truly the best there's ever been.
Right.
I mean, technically he's not a god among men because he's an elf.
Raptor has no concept of elf.
I mean, he still thinks that Kaj is like some sort of mythical figure, so.
Yeah. It's truly for the best that he doesn't. Otherwise,
he's got a very simple mindset, and we see what happens when we put Raptor in situations that are outside of his comfort zone or beyond his understanding. It's not a pretty picture. So we're going to keep him humble.
Yeah, it's good that Raptor doesn't recognize the issue that Anthar may have with the ear that he was just talking to Kaj about.
All right, let's go get paid.
All right.
So we need to go see Valanti.
Valani.
Valanti. Quince?
Krinst.
Yeah, he's that perceptive asshole that saw me trying to edit the documents, right? It's that guy.
Yes.
Fucking dick. I could have gotten away with it too. He got a quick eye, that one.
All right. So exiting the Underbridge district, you and if you take a look at take a look at roll 20. This is kind of where you are now. Exiting Underbridge District. Ooh, and you're going to go way up here. And coming up to the Dock District, you immediately notice a difference, almost as though the shadow of the Irespan constitutes a complete shift from poor, extremely poor and impoverished to the working class of the city. Continuing forward, after about a 30-minute walk, you make it to the Pediment Building.
Right.
This large building, made of marble with statues outside its gates, emits not only its grandeur, but a sense of purpose and power within the city. A building that demonstrates not only its function of being the center of government, but the power that comes with it. Going into the building, you were stopped by the Royal Patrol. One of the guards says, "All right, hand over your weapons."
Raptor was holding his crossbow, walking in, and just drops it on the table for the man.
Tristan's already undone his sword belt and just drops it on the table along with his shield and his dagger and his longbow. At this point, I think everybody just, as they're walking up, has just been undoing their shit and it's just like, here, we've done this dance before.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand him my bow and then scratch my face with my middle finger claw.
Yeah. Is anyone hiding any weapons, or are you just putting it all on the table?
Yeah, I'll throw my dagger up there too.
All right, so everyone's putting all the weapons up?
Yeah, I can't think of anywhere Tristan would stash a dagger. And I can't think of any
half-inch long dagger. I will throw it on the table.
All right. So they log all of your items, attach some clips and some notes to each of the items, and then put them in storage. Remembering the direction of the secretary to the Lord Mayor's office, you make it through these grand halls, ornate with leafed golds and marble floors, busts of recognized and important politicians and individuals of the city along the hallway, until you come to the secretary to the Lord Mayor's office. It seems that he is busy scribbling down and giving direction to some of his underlings.
So how do we want to do this?
I got this.
All right. I'm going to Carlos, you go ahead and take point. I'll walk behind you because I think I have a feat that is just like my physical presence helps with intimidation.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
That's
something
cool.
I think it's something like that.
I don't think I'm trying to intimidate.
No, but if worse comes to worse, there's legitimately a situation where I can physically menace this guy and get a plus something.
And that reminds me, I'm marking this guy as my prey.
Jesus Christ. We're trying to get paid, not laid. Let's go.
No. This gives me better diplomacy and shit.
He turns up and looks at you. Yes, the Sandpoint 6, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yes. I'm gonna limp in, and then very painfully, overly so, limp into the chair, sit down, and then just cover this chair with all the blood and guts that's on my backside.
Ugh.
I'm still on your shoulder at this point.
I'm assuming he has a guest chair or like a something.
Oh, that's right. You guys are covered in crap.
Panther and I are.
Well, Raptor and I would be covered in like soot and just dust,
Sure.
pretty much. Oh no, I'd be splattered with blood too because I
okay.
I
It's fine.
popped 4 people.
My oh my! It seems that you did have a run-in with some very dangerous folk, I would imagine. Am I
That-
correct?
That's an understatement. I fell at least a total of 300 to 400 feet from that stupid tower that, for whatever reason, is still standing and your government hasn't done anything, but we're not talking about that. My buddy Utramir, he can't be here right now because he's nearly dead. He went unconscious and was dying for a while. We brought him back, just barely. We found out who was behind all this, and I would like our reward, please. I'm in a lot of pain, and I need a rest for a while.
His eyes widen at that explanation. Ah, yes. Well, just a moment. And then he directs at some of his underlings to shuffle off some papers and go run on various errands, leaving the 4 of you and him alone in the office. Well, you were successful then in your endeavors. You discovered who or what is responsible for the murders in Magnamar recently.
Yes, we know what it is. It got away, unfortunately.
That is a shame.
It is, but we need to rest for a while before we can go back at it.
It claimed that we foiled its plan, so I think
that's true.
And what is this it that you refer to?
I'm just gonna.
So imagine a fucked up thing, right? Now imagine you saw that fucked up thing. That's what it looks like. It's a lady, but it's a snake.
I explain everything that I had explained to me to this gentleman, and I just say, look, they gave her what for. They, again, the odds were just against them that day, but she claimed that they foiled their plans. You double the watch and patrols around the area. You just keep up a security presence. I think you should be fine. And we're not going to stop pursuing them out the other way,
So you discovered the identity of this individual?
Yes, and we put a stop to it.
Yeah, it's a lady who's a snake. Hard to miss. If you see her, you know. If you see a lady that's a snake, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Anthar's walking around the room and then just kind of looks over his shoulder and says, she goes by the name Zanasha.
Thank you.
Well, I will certainly make a note of that. It is unfortunate that you weren't able to bring her to justice, but it seems that by your word, she is, at least at the moment, no longer operating in Magnamar. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you use our tax dollars for good and clean your streets, then the ravens I was following wouldn't have gotten so distracted, and then maybe we could have brought her in. So maybe reconsider the policies you're running here, all right?
Do you mind if I take a look at our contract while you discuss with my colleagues?
Certainly.
Raptor looks at Tristan wide-eyed, just kind of implying, yes, forge it. Edit the contract.
So he grabs a scroll from a side shelf and unrolls it and inspects it. Ah, yes, I recall. We gave you a deposit of 600 gold pieces ahead of your endeavors, with the promise of a further 1,900 gold pieces should you be successful in fighting the murders and either dispatching them or bringing them to justice. It certainly seemed, well, before we continue on that, there is a matter that is of curiosity. I mentioned that you should take a look at the Seven Sawmill, and later that day it seems to have been consumed. Is there anything that you'd like to say on that matter?
Yeah, I'd love to speak on this one. So
Oh no.
here's what happened, right?
Tristan's gonna
We
cover
went
his
in
mouth.
Raptor pushes his
Tristan's gonna
hand
be like,
off. No, Raptor looks at him and nods. Raptor looks at him and nods and points to himself. We went in there to investigate, as per your recommendation, and well, we walked in, and my friend here, he asked if they knew anything that was going on, and suddenly, out of nowhere, yeah,
Okay.
he motions to Tristan.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, the sawmill workers they got real cagey, very obviously hiding something. Tristan, he asked a few more questions, and then they attacked us, and they said something about a death cult and wanting to something kill a bunch of people, send them to the next life, and something else. So we had to defend ourselves, and during the fray, a torch got knocked over. We exited the building, and by the time we were out, the building was burning down, and well, we don't really know much more than that.
Roll deception.
Hold on, I can actually speak on this.
Yeah, can Tristan give me assistance on this lie?
The cultists were the workers were followers of Norgabur, the god of death. They actually have an can't English today. Have an association with the Skinsaw cult that we encountered in the Foxglove Manor. Essentially, their belief systems are that death is the natural order of things. So when we did corner them and they began to fight, it was kind of, well, I don't know if you have any military experience, but fighting an opponent who is not afraid to die and is more intent on going out and doing anything that is necessary to go out and take their opponent with them causes them to act recklessly, thus the torch. We have reason to believe that it was suspicious, ergo, they're trying to defend their cult's belief systems, and they would rather die than give up the secrets. So we have reason to believe that they might have sabotaged the mill on purpose. They're not afraid of death, and they certainly didn't mind killing us in the process.
Okay.
Okay, now you can try to deceive.
Roll Raptors, you still need to roll a deception for that torch bit.
All right. The torch bit deception check is going to be a 21.
Plus, what Tristan? Don't you have an ability thing that helps with deception?
Yeah. So he was assisting, right? So he does something.
Well, there's circumstantial bonus, which is +2. Sure, we can go ahead and add that. You had a pretty good story there.
Hell yeah, we did.
Well, it certainly is still curious that a simple torch would have destroyed such a building so quickly.
Don't forget, this was a sawmill, sir. Lots and lots of sawdust.
We also encountered these workers at the top, away from any processing at the bottom.
Wow.
And
So the
we
fire
could have
started
potentially slowed it down, but
just went down.
we were being attacked, so we just left.
We fought it. We cut our way through, and then we just tried to get out of there so we didn't get caught in the conflagration.
Well, in either case, thankfully, the fire was contained quickly, and only a few auxiliary buildings were consumed in the fire, as well as the mill itself. It is unfortunate.
I mean, it was a death cult.
Yeah, indeed. Well, As I understand it, this foxglove that you found in Sandpoint had some sort of connection with our, what is it that you called them? The
The
skin saw cult?
the skin sockle, yes.
And this was the Brothers of the Seven was a farce for the skin saw cults?
More of a front, but yes.
Well, other than the loss of production for those mills, I suppose nothing else is terribly worrisome, as it was owned by the Brothers of the Seven. Still, I wish that you would have been able to apprehend this Zanasha. That certainly would have pleased some of the higher-ups, but you, it seems, have fought admirably for the interests of Magnamar, and I do believe payment is due. Yes.
After raises his hand.
Yeah, so you talk about the higher ups, right? And how our actions don't quite please the higher ups. Well, see, thing is, that mill was owned by a well-known cult, Brothers of the Seven, right? And we just told you that it was actually a death cult / skin saw something or a fuck another. You don't even seem a little phased by that, right? That's a little suspicious, okay? That
Magnamar.
you know this is Brothers of the Seven, and you're totally okay with Brothers of the Seven being skin saw death cult. Can I just chat with your boss real quick? Can I chat with the higher ups? Can we arrange that?
Well, there may be an opportunity in the near future where you might meet the Lord Mayor himself.
Great, let's bring that future to now, hey?
He's a very busy individual. Afraid there's no room in the schedule for it today, though I'm sure he will, after I give my report, I'm sure he'll want to speak with you himself.
Great, do tell me, what's more important than a snake lady who's orchestrating murders in your city that happens to be connected to the most powerful cult in the city? Sorry, not cult, you call them the Brothers. That also happens to worship death and be part of a skin saw affiliation. Do tell, what's more
running your
important?
mouth?
Well, first of all, the Brotherhood of the Seven is not what I would call the most powerful group in the city, but that is neither here nor there.
God.
You have certainly done well for Magnamar, and I give you my personal thanks for that.
Aw.
I am sure that the Lord Mayor will be thanking you himself shortly. As far as payment is concerned, it seems that you were successful in resolving this within the time frame. And for that, you will also be receiving an additional 500 gold pieces for your efforts.
Yeah, 2,400, baby.
And what about the compensation for all of this, all the damage that I've taken? I'm pretty sure I have 2 broken ankles. I'm gonna need some medical bill payment if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I am certainly sure that you can reclaim that from your winnings. Adventuring is a difficult and not for everyone.
You just got told that you're rich enough to pay your own.
Damn.
It's an industry with its own hazards, and that must be accounted for. In your reward, which is will be paid for you in full, the 2,400 gold pieces.
Cool. So
Right, you got a wizard here.
do we collect those winnings? Do we collect those? Is there a department we go to get a writ, or how are we getting our money?
I'll be signing a letter for you, and he jots down a order, signs it, seals it with wax, and hands it to you, Tristan.
Okay, I'm gonna hang on to this. The last time I had a letter, it mysteriously went missing. I'm gonna keep my eye
Nicholas-
on this one.
Speak to the guards on your way out, and they'll see that you will receive full compensation.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Well, with that, I certainly thank you again for your assistance in this matter. And I am sure I can speak for all Magnamarians that they give their thanks as well.
Yeah, it'd mean a lot more if we heard that from the Lord Mayor himself. You think
Oh
he
my
could
God,
schedule
let's
us a
just
meeting right quick?
go.
As I have said, the Lord Mayor is
Right. He's a
very
busy man. There's more important things than a massive homicide spree involving the fucking cult you have living in your town.
Tristan
Right.
is just
All
like
right.
shaking his head and is like, I want to die right now.
Raptor turns around and climbs up Anfar. Posts on his shoulder.
Oh, there is one other matter I wish to discuss with you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course there is.
I took the liberty at looking at some of our older records
All right.
as to the ownership of the Foxglove Townhouse here in Magnemar.
Cool.
It seems that the original contract held that the Brotherhood of the Seven would claim ownership of the townhouse in some 40 years' time. However, it's very clear to me that this will not occur, as it is very obvious by your reports and what we have been hearing that any ownership that the Brotherhoods once had will be made null and void.
Sweet.
That being said, did you say? I don't remember. Did you guys tell him that you guys had the deed or not?
I don't
Did
think
we?
that ever came up. No,
Never
that
came
did
up.
not come up.
I don't think so.
Well, that being said, anyone with deed in hand, I suppose, would be the next owner of the townhouse.
Shit, I know I got this fucking somewhere.
Well, that's oddly specific of a thing for you to say. What are the chances, Koj?
I don't know if I'm holding it, but I'm gonna pretend I'm holding it. I'm gonna hand it to him, all covered in blood and shit.
Oh.
Blood.
And
I
he-
think I am actually.
And he kind of shakes off.
Pickpockets you again.
He shakes off the blood and says, "Ah, very interesting. This does indeed seem to be the copy that which we have in our records, and it is the one that would relinquish control within 40 years. Though, as I have said, any ownership of the Brotherhoods of the Seven have been made null and void. Since this is now in your possession, I suppose the estate now belongs to you." And he hands the letter back. Actually, no. He drafts a fresh deed with your guys's with all your names and the
Weird.
Sandpoint 7 as being the owners. And normally there would be a surcharge posted to this for transfer of ownership, though I think we can forgo that for today. He seals it and hands it to you. Congratulations at being official owners of Magnamarian real estate.
Sweet.
How much?
Raptor's mean mugging him this whole time.
How much would
Tristan's
this
gonna-
estate be worth if we were to sell it?
Tristan's gonna take the deed or the redrafted deed and just hang on to it with the letter for the money.
Well, if you were to sell it, I suppose you would need to get an estimate on the price. I don't have that available to me at the moment, I'm afraid.
Can you give me a ballpark? You're the one that lives here in Magnamar.
Standy, politicians don't care about housing prices.
It would be a non-insequential amount of funds.
That is the most obnoxious answer. Okay, let's go.
That's the most vague. That's the most blanket answer he can give you. He's basically just telling us all to fuck off.
Yeah.
He's telling you that the DM didn't think about how much it would actually cost, and he's got to look it up.
Very well.
Nah, he's.
So-
We're
telling
gonna take
us
our
that-
second property, and we're gonna go get our money, and we're gonna go get our weapons, then we're gonna go take a nap.
So, sidebar, guys, would y'all? Personally, I would rather just sell this place and stay in a cheap hotel while we're in Magnamar. Like Sandpoint seems to be our main home. I think we'd be way better off financially this way.
Well, I think we should see first. Remember that the first Foxglove Manor is. Wait, is this another? Is this over Foxglove?
This is a Foxglove townhouse, not
Okay.
Foxglove Manor.
Okay, so we have the manor and we have a townhouse in Magnamar. So
Oh wait, do we own the manor too?
Yeah, dude.
Do you have
Oh.
do you have the deed?
Yes.
Then
Wow.
Dude, did you not
Let's
just say
sell
that? Like,
both
we
of them.
literally just gained
Okay.
ownership of the manor. We have the townhouse and the manor. Why would we pay to stay at a hotel when we have a fucking manor?
Right. So,
Dude, we might get
with-
Alfred included in the manor.
within the sidebar, there's no fucking way we don't go spend the night in our newly acquired free fucking
Okay.
townhouse before
Sure.
we
What
immediately sell
Raptor said.
it.
That's the first time you've ever said that, Tristan.
Tristan like puts a hand to his forehead. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
Raptor
for
looks at
poison
him
wounds.
appalled. All right. Don't
I need
sidebar?
I need a drink. Let's go get paid and let's go get a drink and let's go see our new townhouse. Townhouse is good.
Are we outside the building yet?
Let's leave this guy's office and go get paid. 'Cause we
Well,
still
let's
have
get the
to
fuck out of
basically-
here.
yeah, we
And
basically have to-
Raptor, as the party, or I assume Anthar turns around to leave, right? Raptor 180s on Anthar's shoulder and arms crossed, just stares at this fucking guy, mean mugging him the whole time Anthar walks us out of the room.
he raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
I love how much Raptor hates anybody in power.
He's gonna hate.
He doesn't
what Tristan-
fucking trust him, dude.
Oh, is that why he and Tristan don't get along?
Oh.
Maybe we'll resolve that this episode. Let us see after this 5-minute break.
Oh, you want to take a break?
Want to take a break?
I'm down for a break, or we can keep going.
Let's push through and get paid, and then we'll let's
Let's get
the manor
paid.
then.
Yeah, let's get that
paid,
money.
Yeah, let's get the paid and let's get to the manor and check that out, and then we can rest as our heroes rest.
Get money, take pisses. Let's go.
Pretty much.
All right. On your way out, you reclaim your weaponry and
Yeah, dude.
a sack of platinum pieces are presented to you in the sum of, just for the sake of
Okay,
Wait.
you already did the math.
in the amount of 2,400 gold pieces.
Yep.
Holy fuck. Are we putting
So
that in
we-
party inventory?
I have.
Yeah. We'll throw that back into the
Yeah.
I mean, everybody got gold coins divided amongst them, so
Do we want to just take
We all
400
have.
each?
nah. I think like keeping party funds in party funds, like I think that's good. If everybody's topped off on gold coins for personal expenses now, keep them as is. And if
Oh,
you need,
I have so many things I want to buy.
yeah, if you need a loan,
I just discovered how cheap magic items are.
Yeah, if you need a loan, if you need a loan,
No,
for party funds,
Garrett. It's not that
Well-
magic items are cheap. It's that we are exorbitantly rich right now.
Yeah, it's that we have a lot of money. It's that we have a shit ton of money. But let's head to the manor and see if or the townhouse and see if it's as decrepit as the manor. I mean,
All right.
Right, are we outside yet?
You
Raptor
are
looks
now.
around confused. Oh, great. We are. Hey, everyone. I don't fucking trust that man. Not even a little bit.
I hate
Does anyone-
to say,
Does anyone get vibes like that?
I hate to say this, but I'm with Raptor on this one.
Wow. Am I having a stroke? Holy shit.
Wait, how fucking weird is it that he's not even a little bit surprised that the Brothers of the Seven and the murders are connected at all. And then they give us a house? That's a fucking bribe. I know bribes quite well. I've done my fair share. Now that's a fucking bribe.
I don't know if it's a bribe, but it's certainly. I don't know if it's a bribe. If it's a.
How'd he know? How'd he know to ask or to posit? Whoever owns the deed owns the house.
I don't think
there's no way he didn't know we had it.
I don't think it's so much of a hush payment as it is a. Look, keeping us quiet with a hush payment would, for a lot of people, work. But why would you? But if you can get away with just transferring something that's not going to cost you any money, it's not a hush payment in so much as it may be a. This is wrapped up nice and neat. Here's a way to get rid of this seamlessly. They're taking the easiest way out. It's suspicious. We're going. I mean, I hate to be the paranoid one here. Usually that's Raptor's job. But when we do meet this Lord Mayor, we might want to take a closer look at things, investigate things. Kaj, if you can heal up, we might want you to kitty soft paws this a little bit.
Did you say kitty soft paws?
Yes, I did.
Boy, that's not okay. You can't say things like that, Tristan. Tristan, kitty soft, really?
All right.
That may have been okay 10 years ago, but not now.
Raptor, you weren't even born 10 years ago. What would you know?
I was 10 years ago. Thank you very much. I am 12. Tristan, count it. 10 plus 2.
Maybe 12 inches. But...
I fucking wish, Anfar. I fucking wish.
All right, let's go check out this townhouse, see what we can't find. There might be more clues there.
All right.
If anyone wants to sneak in and check this guy's shit out, see what he's up to, fucking let me know.
We're not in the state to go sneaking anywhere, my friend. We're tired, we're beaten to hell, and we need rest.
Yeah,
let's get sleep in. Let's get sleep in. Then let's go check this shit out.
Did they give us the key?
We've got everything.
You have the key.
We have the key. We have the deed. We turned in the note for our money. We got paid. We have our weapons back. Let's go see this townhouse.
Cool.
Wow, these are such simple times where owning a deed and having a key grants you full ownership to a townhouse. This is lovely. It'd be a shame if this were to change in the future.
Following the main street down the Capital District, you make your way to your new townhouse. Takes about 20 minutes. It's about a 20-minute walk, 25-minute walk from the Pediment building to your new townhouse. And out front, it does, in fact, seem to be a very fine building located in the Naros district, also known as the New Money District in Sandpoint. It is preferred generally an area for the upper class, kind of middle to upper class establishment of Magnamar, with paved stones and homes and shops and food and entertainment nearby, all within walking distance. You do notice that this area has a little bit, certainly a heavier patrol of guards, both of the City Watch, Magnamar's soldiers, and various followers of various religions, including Hell Knights, patrolling the streets and ensuring that all is well within the district.
Wow, these people know how to show their appreciation better than people at Sandpoint.
Boy, a 15 by 32 and a half story building, is that really all the Brothers of the Seven can handle? That's relatively peasant. There's bigger things going on in this town, boys. We're wasting our time. Let's go find the top.
Tristan's gonna go unlock the door.
All right. And then Entering the townhouse.
Okay, what state is this in? Are we gonna have to flip this house? I mean, I would say that
Ready
we
to
keep.
flip this house.
I would say that we keep this one as our that we relocate to Magnemar because I mean, we have a nicer house. We have 3 properties. One of them already needs flipping.
One of them needs full demolition and then rebuilding. We are
Yeah.
not flipping the Magnamar Manor. Or the fucking Foxglove Manor. No, that
Yeah,
shit's
we're-
getting thrown off a fucking cliff and then rebuilt from the ground up.
We were destroying that. We were salting the earth, and then we were building something.
Yeah, that shit haunted as fuck.
Moving into the Foxglove townhouse, you find it to be a bit dusty. Looks like it hasn't been lived in for some time. Though the accoutrements are actually quite fine. And beyond a very thorough cleaning, it seems that it will make for a very fine establishment.
I
Yeah, that
immediately
motherfucker
find the
hiding
master
something.
bedroom and pass out.
He's hiding something, all right.
We've been here 24 hours and we have a house now.
I
Yeah,
immediately find the master bedroom and pass out.
there's something wrong here.
I take Kaj and I'm like, Kaj, this is my room. And I point over to where Tristan's sleeping.
Tristan
And,
lifts a middle finger up.
They're like, hey, when he falls asleep, we'll put him in his room.
You want to get shanked? That's how you get shanked.
No.
That's what I thought.
So
you
you kind
die.
of you open up to a double door entryway. On your left, it seems that there is a nice sitting room. At the ground floor, a washroom with a soaking tub.
Oh my god, we have a tub, boys.
A
Gosh, go use it.
relatively Spartan but functional kitchen, dining area, as well as a fairly nice sitting room. Outside is a small townhouse garden, as well as a storage shed. The upper rooms include a total of 2 smaller bedrooms, a master, as well as several sitting rooms and washrooms. The building altogether is a 3-story building.
Awesome. Dibs on the master.
All right, I'm already there.
Marshall, how big is the outside garden area, and could you please use units of opium bushes?
One bush would probably be say like 1 square is enough for a harvest of one dose worth, I guess. Like a 5x5, something like that.
Anthar's gonna search around like the cabinets and closets and whatnot.
Do we have a
The
cellar?
memories, so.
No cellar. There is a storage room in the back, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go there.
Anthar, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Good question. If there's anything good looking out, Anthar. See if there's anything valuable in this place.
No, you're asleep.
I'm saying that as me, not as Tristan.
Oh.
I'm past the fuck out.
So 34.
You don't really find anything of particular note. Hmm. No, you don't really find anything of particular note.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go shower up and clean up.
Same. With my tongue.
Ew.
Okay.
Are there any pools of water on the ground?
There is not. There is, however, a sink in the washroom.
You fucking peasants don't even have natural baths here.
Raptor climbs up and bathes himself in the
You know what?
sink.
There's a bird bath outside.
Perfect. Raptor
With-
bathes himself in that.
with frigid water because it is kind of winter is certainly set in, and almost the water is almost frosty.
Dragons love that shit.
He
bathes himself
really
in the
just
bird
be out
bath.
here saying A, B, C, D, fuck you.
I don't think Anthar knows that one. What's that one?
It's an old Falernian drinking song.
Oh, I've heard of it.
All right.
Yeah, Tristan will be doing the same. He will be washing himself, doffing his armor, and passing the fuck out the big bedroom.
All right.
Anthar, we can throw hands over who gets to keep the big bedroom later.
No, I'll let little brother have it.
You're how old exactly?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take one of the single beds.
All right. So I think we'll take a quick break then, and be back at about 5 or 10.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, and we're back. All right, so the 7.6 have now nestled very comfortably into their new Magnamarian townhouse. And there they enjoy about a week's worth of relaxation and recovery. What would you like to do in a week's time?
I'm gonna craft a bunch of shit. Like doing my stuff in the downtime, but then like other stuff to earn income the rest of the time.
I'm going to inquire after our neighbors and kind of ingratiate ourselves into the neighborhood and see if I can't really kind of understand the new city we've found ourselves in.
All right. We'll start with Kosh, since you spoke up first. What is it that you're looking to craft?
First thing I'm crafting is primeval mistletoe.
All right, go ahead and roll a crafting check. That'll take you 4 days.
Cool. Whew. No. That's not a crit fail.
And it's going to cost you half the value of the item.
So that's 19 is what I...
You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Alas, it seems after 4 days, you were unsuccessful in your attempts to make the mistletoe.
Cool. Well, I'm going to try again.
So that would be... Okay, you can try again, but...
Another
we're
four.
only-
Like three of the 4 days.
Okay, but you're not going to be able to roll for another day.
Oh,
from
I
where
see.
we're-
I see what you're saying.
You roll at the end.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay,
Then-
so that's what you're doing then?
And then with the rest of my time, I'm crafting for money. Doing the earn income thing.
All right, go ahead and roll a crafting check.
Ooh. Yeah, buddy. That is 32.
Nice.
All right, and what level are you?
8.
Of expertise
Master.
of crafting. Master.
Master, baby.
All right. So you make... Actually, what's the time frame on this thing? It's daily? I guess it's daily. You make 12 gold pieces.
Sick. I'll take it.
All right, and then Tristan, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. Let me actually pop back over to my character sheet. Just for diplomacy. Okay, I got a plus 11 to that. That could be better. That is a 17 in all.
Your new neighbors are generally warm and welcoming. Though you do notice that several of the houses seem to be not occupied at the moment. And speaking to some of your neighbors, you realize that many of the townhouses in this district in particular go unused for periods of time throughout the year, often owned by individuals of state from other cities, or travelers, or lords, or noble men and women that have estates elsewhere, which, as some of the individuals you speak with, explains the heavy patrol of the city watch, Magnamar soldiers, Hell Knights, and followers of Abadar and Amelde. Which frequently and regularly walk up and down both the main streets as well as the side alleys.
All right. So
Further,
got a block of Airbnbs.
yeah. And you also notice that this district, more so than some of the other districts you visited, is a particularly clean and well-maintained one. And people here generally seem to be happy and content.
All right. Well, nothing's totally suspicious here. So, all right. So,
Anything else you'd like to do with your week?
I guess I'm gonna go. You said there's Hell Knights and followers of Iomade and all of them around here, right?
There are.
I guess I'm just gonna talk shop with them, see what the best place to maybe find some gear and supplies would be. See if they've got any suggestions for a fellow knight.
All right. Go to roll another diplomacy for me.
Much better. That is a 23.
All right. The followers generally tell you that they where is it? They kind of direct you towards the Bazaar of Sales, located in the Dockway district, a large marketplace that is opened daily, with shops and tents and various tables of all sorts of items, anything you could possibly imagine. It can probably be found there. You might have to spend some time looking around and finding a particular vendor that has the item that you're looking for, but the bazaar has most all but the rarest of items. And even some of those items can be acquired for a price, of course.
Of course.
All right. Anything else with your week?
Yeah, I figure I'll go to the bazaar with the lads. So I don't need to go there my own way. But yeah, I guess I should be okay with that. Yeah. Spend the rest of my time just chilling.
Anthar? Raptor?
Anthar's gonna go each day and like study the surrounding monuments, asking like local people like what do they know about it, and if there's like any relevancy to the city or the churches nearby. I'll go in there and kind of ask around.
All right, go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Diplomacy. 23.
Speaking to the local Magnamarians, you find that there are a cascade of monuments throughout the city in nearly all the districts, each one with its own history and its own story to tell. Most of them depict in one way or another grand deeds of heroes of past, whether they be founders of Magnamar or adventurers found to be of high esteem, doing great deeds for the city. While others are simply either functional buildings or buildings with a particular meaning to either that particular area of Magnamar as well as the rest as Magnamar as a whole. If you it's the one that several of the Magnamarians point to as a particular one of interest includes the Founder's Honor, a statue that depicts Aldician Indros, the founder of Magnamar, who founded the city some 100 years ago. And it is often stated that some of that if an individual were to perform a particular rite in front of the statue, perhaps then the gods would so bless them in a particular sort of way. Which explains why, at the founder's honor in particular, people often lay down coins or flowers or small tokens of their appreciation to their founding father. All right. Anything
yeah.
else?
Well, I'll follow custom, just with like the people around and like tossed a few coins and whatnot. But I'm also gonna see if I can like get my bow blessed in any way or enhanced.
There seems to be quite a few vendors willing to give rune enchantments at the Bazaar of Sales for a price, of course.
Yeah.
All right. And Raptor, what are you doing for your week? Or rather, Anthor, anything else you want to do with your week?
No.
Okay. Raptor?
Yeah, Raptor is going to seek out some barding for Robin.
Ooh.
Essentially bird armor.
All right.
And yeah, while that's probably being built to order or whatever, he'll spend the rest of the time with Robin around town and in the woods, just spending more time with Robin and kind of getting her familiarized with the city as well as the neighboring woods, and practicing doing various maneuvers and shit. And then any time that's spent not doing that, he's going to be working on a pet project where Raptor will be forging a document, writing in as close to that assistant's handwriting as he can muster. The guy that we've been talking to in town, trying to forge his handwriting and make a document stating that upon reprimand of the Snake Lady, the entire party will be gifted 5,000 gold pieces in addition to unbridled access to the evidence lockers of the Magnamar jailhouse.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
He doesn't really expect this to work, but he's gonna give it a go in his downtime.
How much time are you allocating to that?
A few hours every evening.
How many days, rather? Spending on that?
Well, the evenings of all 7 days.
Okay.
Just
Go ahead and roll
out in the woods.
Go ahead and roll a crafting check. And
blue or gold, Garrett. Blue or gold.
And take off.
Old baby.
Take off from your character inventory 5 gold pieces for materials.
These 9s are really on fire for the dice tonight. With modifier, that's going to be a 22.
All right, you craft a. Wait. Yeah, you try to pen, mimicking the assistant's handwriting, but even you can look at it and have a pretty good feeling it's almost certainly not going to work. It lacks the flow and grace of his penmanship, as well as any official seals or co-signatures.
Well, Raptor went from looking for drugs to forging documents, so I think that's character development right there.
All right. And the custom order for Robin's armor is made after about 4 days. All right.
Perfect. And that's light barding to clarify.
Just take that off of your inventory, or whatever the cost of that is.
Yeah.
All right. So after about a week's time, recovery, relaxation, everyone feels rejuvenated, revitalized. And Kaj, you have now recovered from your stage of fatigue and sickness.
Yay!
You feel renewed and made well again.
Heck yeah.
So, the next morning, as you are having or about halfway through the day, as you're having your midday meal, you hear a knocking at the door.
Oh God! Every time somebody knocks at the door, it's never a good time. Who's gonna answer the door? Is it me? Do I have to answer the door?
I sure as shit ain't answering it.
All right, I get up and I answer the door. Reluctantly.
A thin messenger boy is standing at your door. He fumbles through his satchel and brings out a letter and hands it to you, saying, "Letter for you, sir."
I take the letter and flip on my copper piece.
Ah, thank you, sir. And he runs off to his next assignment.
All right, I'm gonna bring the letter in and open it and read it out loud.
All right. The letter is addressed as if it were coming from the Lord Mayor himself.
Oh shit!
It seems that the Lord Mayor is quite pleased with your recent endeavors to ensure the safety of some of Magnamar's citizens. And in fact, it seems that the recent murders have ceased, and he would like to personally thank you for a job well done. He makes no mention of the burning of the 7 Sawmill, nor does he make any mention of the escape of Zanasha. He does at the end make note, and there may be another task well suited for you trepid adventurers. He leaves instruction to come to his estate that evening at 8 o'clock, or about right about an hour or so after sunset, a couple hours after sunset. And he'll discuss the details further.
So we got invited to the Lord Mayor's estate. He's
Sick.
apparently not pissed at us. So
Right to the Lord Mayor then, eh? Can finally figure out what the fuck he knows about this.
well, I guess we had no choice but to go on then, don't we? Because if everybody
All right.
cleaned themselves up, we are going to go mingle with the quality.
Boy, I need you all to do me a favor, and if anyone asks where the little blue guy is, tell them you don't know, all right? I'll be there, but I'll be hiding, okay? Or tell them I'm off in the woods looking for drugs or something, like a child.
Okay. I suppose we could do that.
I got a lot of lay for this, because I don't fucking trust them, and I'm going to find out what they're up to, all right?
Okay, you do you, Raptor. I appreciate the support, Tristan. Good, that's legitimate support, so. All right, so everybody ready to actually like get it going, or do we need to dilly-dally, or what's the skivvy here?
I'm all set.
All right.
So we're just going right to the Lord Mayor then, eh? It's that simple, huh?
I mean, we're gonna finish our meal, obviously, and then we're gonna get going.
All right. Sounds good by me. But keep in mind, this might be a trap, all right? That fucking messenger boy he keeps telling us to. I don't fucking trust him. And now, after we've been gifted a house, and now, as I requested an immediate meeting with the Lord Mayor, just keep in mind, might be a trap, all right? Stay vigilant.
If you say so.
Fair enough.
All right. So you go straight to the Lord Mayor's house?
I suppose so.
Anybody have any objections?
Well, we just spent a week taking care of business, so if you haven't done what you got to do in a week, I suppose you're shit out of luck. Let's go to the mayor's house, eh?
Yeah.
All right. You make your way back to the capital not the capital district. Actually, it's within the very same, your very same district. Here, I'll show you. It's hopping back over to your Magnamar map here. So you guys are on N14. The Lord Mayor's house is have to go up this main road here and then down south, and it comes up onto this very large estate with that is surrounded by this stone fortification. This massive estate is built on stone and marble, with marble stairways that arch up and lead to the main entrance, made gorgeous by the massive number of busts and statues that adorn every level of this estate. Stretching out to the streets is a marble walkway with a impressive amount of vegetation and well-maintained gardens to either side, as well as a few odd animals, including a very plump and well taken care of peacock who strews out his feathers as you approach and wave by. You were stopped by, coming up to the gate, you were stopped by the guard and calls out, "What's your business here?" You're muted, Tristan.
We're invited by the Lord Mayor. Fuck off.
Excuse me.
You heard me.
Do you have a letter of introduction?
I pull it out.
He reads it and hands it back. I would consider maintaining a era of decorum here and keeping your manners in check.
You're not exactly the hoity-toity high society type I'm trying to impress now, are you?
Well,
I walk past the guy.
He hasn't opened the gate for you yet.
Fuck me.
but you're free to pass.
Cool.
Oh, no, scratch that. Right, you're free to pass as soon as you check your weapons.
God damn it, not again.
I'm gonna do the same middle finger scratching my head with my claw.
All right.
So give me the rest of the weapons.
He collects all your weapons, makes note of it on his ledger, and tucks them away in a kind of a security kiosk near the gate. Right. Go on through.
Can I make a note of where he stashed our weapons?
It's a security kiosk within the compound.
I'm gonna look at Kaj and be all like,
Oh, yeah. All right. So you're now inside the gated area. Do you just go straight for the door?
Can I real quick do a stealth roll to hide in Kaj's backpack?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Oh, that's gonna be a plus 15. Jesus. Yeah, 23.
23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Stanley, remember, I'm hiding. I'm not here.
Oh shoot. All right, so what do you do? Just go right on up to the main gate, or the front door.
do we have to be announced by a chamberlain or something?
Well, you haven't made it through the front door, so
All right, I guess
you're still just on the walkway at the moment.
All right, let's walk right in, boys.
All right, so as you actually, sorry, I am doing too many things at once.
Happens.
All right, so as you knock on the door, you wait a moment before, or yeah, you wait a moment before you hear or the door opens. It opens to a very posh servant in a red coat and very kind of very fine servant's clothes.
Mm.
Oh yes, can I be of assistance, good sirs?
We were here to speak with the Lord Mayor.
Ah yes, he has been expecting you. Please come this way. And he escorts you to through the grand doors. The inner entry of this manor is immense in both its size and in its decorum. It has pillars that are laced with gold leaf, carvings, and statues, ornate and well made by masters of their craft, and murals both on the walls and ceiling dot the entire area. And whoop, sorry. Something is not going the way it needs to go. There we go. He leads you to a sitting room, kind of a small, kind of a waiting area, a library. almost a nook office.
Mhm.
And before he closes the door behind him, he says, "The Lord Bear will be with you in a moment. Please, if you're so inclined, and enjoy a drink." And he Pat points towards a tray of various drinks on a silver platter.
I'm gonna drink a good amount of the most expensive looking one.
The most expensive looking one, you would hazard to guess, would be a tall bottle, and as you lift it up, it kind of has a rich oaky smell to it, and it seems that there is a little bit of gold leaf floating inside the bottle.
Nice. Is anybody looking at me right now?
Roll perception.
Cool. Ugh, gross. 22.
You don't notice any.
Lovely.
I'll just drink a bunch.
Oi, Standy. Pass me a glass. But
Yeah,
quietly. Don't give away I'm here.
I'll see if there's a shot glass. I'll put like a tiny bit in the shot glass and pass it to Raptor.
There seems to be drinking glasses. Not anything you would
What,
consider
this
a
fine
shot.
establishment doesn't have shot glasses.
It's more.
I mean, we are in a place. Wow, they're hoity-toity types, dude.
Yeah. You know what? I'll pour Raptor a big boy drink.
This is not going to be fun.
Pass it to me stealthily, Koj.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna do it stealthily.
Both of you roll a fortitude save.
I am not rolling well today.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, I really hope I puke all over the Lord Mayor.
I got a dirty 20.
He's not there yet.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yep.
17.
All right. Got it. All right. So after a few minutes, well, before I continue, Anthar and Tristan, what are you doing while they're enjoying themselves?
I will pour myself a drink, but I will just kind of sip it, not really like slam it the way that they are. And I'm going to take a look around, see if I can't kind of figure out what's what while we're here.
All right. Roll perception.
That's I think that's a 37.
Okay. Looking around, it seems that
35, my bad.
Okay. Looking around, it seems that the sitting room in which you find yourself is certainly very ornately decorated. The ceiling above is lacquered with a very fine dark wood, and is in contrast to the crystal chandelier which hangs from it. The entire room gives off the aura of posh, refined, and elegant. Anthar, what are you doing in the meantime?
Yeah, Anthar is gonna put on a show and like act like he belongs here. You know, kind of back a little bit more straight, heads postured, smiling. You know, drink in
This is
hand.
Gonna kind of do that as well, but just over his drinks, because I think two of us are acting like Vox Machina, and two of us are trying to act like we belong here.
Yeah, just kind of like walking around. If there's like hallways or something, I'll like just kind of look around and pretend like pretend like I'm of high class. Maybe show the ears a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So as
Yeah.
you do so, from one of the other entrances to the room walks
Shit. There he is.
He looks like a douche.
That
Yeah.
was a quick assessment.
walks a elderly individual that with a recessing hairline and gray beard. He wears a very fine white nobleman's coat, and draped over it silver and gold chains of office. He closes the door behind him and looks at you, the four of you enjoying your drinks. Well, it is very fun indeed to finally see our intrepid adventurers.
Oh God, does he have a southern accent?
I touch telepathy
I'm going
cards
to
and
fucking
say,
murder
"Oh fuck no, he's almost worse than the cart man that brought us here."
Tristan looks to see if he has his sword on him, and then like internally cries to think of not concealing a dagger.
I'm gonna do my. I don't know if I can fake purr, but I'm gonna try to purr to calm down Raptor.
Roll a deception. Sure, you can fake purr. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And he walks in your direction. Well, now, it is very fun indeed to finally meet our Sandpoint 6 Raptor, Antha, Kaj Yeats, Tristan Bayard, and where's your little friend?
He's off in the woods. Is that something about foraging?
Roll deception check.
That was a good lie.
Yes.
I'm marking him as my prey, by the way.
Hope to God that I roll okay on this one. Otherwise, you're fucked, dude. All right, I have a plus 11 to that. So that's a 24.
He raises an
Raptor
eyebrow.
fist pumps to himself in Kaj's backpack. Yes, Tristan did it.
He raises an eyebrow. That is a very interesting pastime that he does have.
He's a very, he's not exactly from this plane, and he's a little bit of an odd one, So we figured it was best for civilized conversation that we allow him his space and allow him to pursue his own ventures while we discuss matters here.
It doesn't look.
Kind of internally begs Raptor's forgiveness.
You look at the Lord Mayor and you see a look on his face of that he's not trying to conceal in any way, shape, or form of not believing you at all, but too polite to contradict.
Good. keep on your emotional stuff. You're in like this guy.
I'm sorry.
Well,
why is Raptor hiding again? Is it because of the
question.
forged document?
Don't worry about it. I don't fucking trust this guy. That's why I'm gonna
Okay.
sneak onto him, and we're gonna figure out what the fuck he's up to. That's fucking what caused.
No, dude. He saw right through a 24 deception. That's not gonna work.
Good thing I'm sneakier than Tristan is at bullshitting.
Well, I see that everyone has had a very nice refreshment. I think I will get one myself. Would anyone care for a topper?
Oh yes, please.
I poke Kaj in the back.
I'm gonna ignore it. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Tristan kind of just offers his glass, like, please, I would love one.
He pours anyone that wants it another drink, and makes himself what appears to be a mint julep.
Is his back turned during this process?
What's that?
Is his back turned to the group while he's making drinks?
He's about half face. He doesn't want to turn. It doesn't look like he's going to turn his, or he's not turning his back on you.
Okay, he's at a 45 though.
Something like that.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna jump the fuck out of Kosh's backpack, run my happy ass over in the most sneaky manner possible, and hang on to the back of this dude's boot.
Kristen's just going to like not look at any of this and sip whatever pretentious ass wine this southern gentleman has poured him.
He turns back to the party and takes a half step and looks down at his boot.
Hold on. Let me roll a stealth check here. Let's
No,
see how I do.
You're not going to beat it.
Too late. You already did it.
Too late. I don't get to roll a stealth check for how stealthily I sneak onto this man's boot.
You should have
Dude, he
called it out.
stopped through my 24. Do you really think you're going to make this?
No. I clarified that I do it stealthily.
Wait,
Yeah,
did he?
he did.
Did I miss
He
that?
I did,
entirely?
yeah.
Okay.
I said I stealthily run over and grab
Okay.
his boot.
Go ahead and roll. Roll then.
All right. Oh, big money. That'll do. 18 plus 15. We're looking at a 33, boys.
Oh, it matches with the episode title. Come on.
Yo, let's go. Come on. That's the meta. If your DC
That's an
check
angel
is
number
equal
if
to
there
the
ever was one.
episode,
Come on.
yep, it's a success. It should be a critical success if it matches the episode number. Come on.
Nat ones on episode 1. That funny.
If only we could go back and retcon that one.
I don't think we can retroactively apply that.
What we can apply is a 33 for a stealth roll, though.
He looks down at his boot. How very fun of you to join us.
Raptor fucking walks away and fucking throws his hands up. Are you shitting me? You fucking saw me? And he looks at the man. You fucking saw that? That was the sneakiest shit I ever done. You saw that?
The Lord Mayor is a little bit surprised at the mannerisms presented him, but he just kind of chuckles at it.
Tristan looks down at Raptor and is like, Raptor, you're here?
I turn to the party and point at this guy. Don't fuck with him. He's good. He's got a good eye. All right? That was a test. And I point back to the mayor. You passed. You're trustworthy. You got a good eye.
Tristan
We can
actually
trust
looks
you.
at Raptor like, oh, wait, you're actually fucking here?
Well, I must say that is a relief of my mind. I was concerned that I was not trustworthy. And he kind of just looks at you, Raptor, in kind of a joking manner.
Raptor does not pick up on it at all and responds, well, I'm glad I could put that insecurity to rest.
Well,
Tristan
now,
shoots half of his wine down and is like, so you wanted to speak with us?
indeed I did. Please let us take a seat. And he points at a few chairs near the fireplace. He takes the largest chair, the largest armchair among them, and leaves you with kind of a couple of smaller armchairs as well as a long couch.
I grab the biggest decanter of red wine, find a chair with a table near it, set the wine down on there, pull out the decanter, top off my drink, and sit.
I'm gonna sit right next to Tristan.
Well,
I'll jump
now,
up on the table.
now that we are all comfortable, there is a topic I would very much like to discuss. But before I get into that, yes, my little friend, did you have a question?
Yeah, real quick before we get into it, I wanna make it very clear that I was indeed out in the woods looking for foraging, as my friend here did insinuate.
I just happened to come back, and I thought I would try and test you on my way in. All right. Just want to make that very clear. I was not hiding here the whole time.
Roll
Okay.
deception.
Gladly. This guy's got stupid DCs. I'll bet a 26 ain't gonna cut it, but we can hope.
He raises an eyebrow, doesn't correct you.
He does not correct me.
He does not correct you. He doesn't acknowledge the lie, but looking at his face, it seems like it's pretty obvious he knows it was in fact a lie.
Yeah, Raptor doubles down and just kind of starts going on with the story until he devolves into a mumble to himself, and just kind of waves at Tristan like, all right, do your thing.
Well, now, first thing is first. I would like to extend my appreciation for the work that you have done for Magnamar thus far. This Zanasha character, she does indeed seem to be a devious sort, and though justice has not found her yet, I'm sure it will come with time. As for the... Uh-oh. Did we lose one? Right. We just lost a player, so we're gonna take a quick break, I guess.
Tristan phases out of existence.
Oh, nope.
And the mayor is
He's
talking
back.
to nobody.
Yep.
And then, just like that, Tristan phases back in.
There we go.
An entire lifetime in an alternate plane, wizened and hardened now as this conversation continues.
As I was saying, this Zanasha character, devious one to no doubt. Justice will find her soon enough, I trust. As far as the Brothers of the Seven, thank you for bringing to light their more devious side, this skin saw cult. It's not the group of individuals that I like to see in my fair city. And for your work, I thank you. Now, there is another matter I wish to bring to your attention. And I trust that it will be of interest to a party of adventurers such as yourselves, should you like the work.
Tristan like pours his third glass of very dry red wine and hands one to Kosh. Go on.
Well, I'm out of the bag. Pour me one too.
All right.
He hands Raptor he puts Raptor on the table like on the rim of a filled to the top like wine glass. Like, there you go.
Well, there is a town within the jurisdiction of Magnamar, several hundred leagues from here. Unfortunately, we have not heard word from them in some time. There is, of course, a fortress for the safe protection of the townsfolk and a garrison there that we ordinarily hear a regular report, but said report has not come in over a fortnight, which, even for a town as remote as this, that is disconcerting. It is more likely than not a simple explanation as to why the message did not come through, but just in case it is a more complicated situation, I thought a group of adventurers such as yourselves might be more accustomed to this line of mercenary work, if you can call it that.
Sure.
This is that some...
when you have a moment?
Of course, my little friend.
No, please do finish the explanation of our new adventure, and then I got a question for you.
Very well. As I was saying, this town by the name of Turtleback Ferry is a fief of Magnamar, and so deserves Magnamar's protection. We established some time ago a Fort Ranorick, manned by the Black Arrows, a group of rangers for the most part, very fine in their work, have been stationed there for many years and keep the peace and ensure that life goes on in a safe and respectable manner. I expect that you go and speak to the garrison commander there and just ensure that everything is right as rain. Should be no trouble for groups such as yourselves. And if there is trouble about, I trust that you could handle anything that might come your way.
Probably.
As long as it's not a snake lady.
I have heard no such reports of said snake ladies.
Or really, really tall buildings.
Well,
You're just
Turtleback-
afraid of water at this point.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Turtleback
like water
Ferry
or heights.
certainly is no metropolis as Magnamar is, but they do have a few buildings of stout height.
Cool.
But as far as the task is concerned, I trust that you can go investigate what is going on in Turtleback Ferry. Man the garrison as needed to ensure the safety and check in on whatever the trouble may be that is delaying their messages to Sunpoint, to Magnamar. Now, I must tell you that it is a bit of a journey. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
I mean, it's not really in our repertoire to turn down paid work, so I mean, we might as well take it then.
Depends how good the pay is.
That's also true.
Well, now, since it's more likely than not gonna end and you return into Magnamar with a overdue report and nothing of particular notes, I would be willing to pay each of you a sum of 750 gold pieces for your work. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Call that 900 and you got a deal.
I'm with them on that one.
Roll diplomacy.
Cool. I marked him as my prey. I said it.
This guy the whole time.
You did. You did.
Let me double check that actually helps with diplomacy. Oh, it doesn't. It's just deception. Lame. All right, diplomacy. Here we come. They is 21.
Well, I do not see an avenue that reaches the sum of 900 gold pieces, though I suppose 800 gold pieces would be not near out of the question. That would be an acceptable value for each of you.
Well, why not? It's better than 750.
Raptor's gonna walk over across the table towards Anthar and reach out and touch Anthar's hand or whatever's nearest to the table and touch telepathy. This ain't right. There's something very wrong here. Why is he, the chief of the town, offering us 700 gold for a mission that should be incredibly easy when his lackey paid us 200 gold to solve murders in town? What's going on here?
Come yourself.
Hmm.
Go on. And I kind of nudge Raptor onto the table.
And Raptor's gonna puff up to as large as he can, fucking fists on his hips, stand there real fucking stoic like, and look this guy in the eye, fucking chest puffed and everything. I'll gladly roll an intimidation check against this man.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Who do you think you are, Tristan Bayard?
That is a +2 modifier for a total of 7. And with that intimidating stance, Raptor's gonna pipe up and say, "Oi, why is it then that you're asking us for an easy mission worth 700 gold when we just came back from solving murders sent to us by your lackey for 200? What are you not telling us here? And you best speak, or else I will hurt you."
He's gonna just grip the
Intimidation.
wine glass a little tighter.
I'm gonna pat Raptor on the shoulder with like a finger.
The Lord Mayor does not seem intimidated by you whatsoever as he responds, "Well, now, my little friend, it is a fair bit of a journey, and that should be accounted for. I expect that it will take you some week or so to reach Tiltaback Ferry by horse, or perhaps 2 by foot. And the same time upon your return journey, in addition to any time that you may spend in Tiltaback Ferry. That being said, while I certainly pride Magnema as being a safe place to live and work, the territories around and between Magnema and Tiltaback Ferry can at times be a dangerous place. There are bandits on occasion, creatures in the wilderness, and it is not exactly the easiest place to get to. All these in total allow me to postulate a sum of 800 gold pieces per person for such a task. And of course, if there is anything of concern in Tiltaback Ferry or at the Rannoch Fort, I trust that you will be more than incentivized to deal with any threat that may be lingering there. Does that answer your question, my little friend?
Damn.
Well,
he
you
just
know,
fucking
it
put you down.
answers the first one and it brings up a few more. You said this should be an easy mission. We should go there and we should come back with nothing to report other than a late report, as you've claimed. Yet now you're telling us there's danger along the way. What else is there?
There is danger always in travel of such grave distances.
Yeah, we know from solving the murders, and I point to Kaj's covered in blood body.
He's washed since then, dude.
I still point to Kaj and look over, and he was covered in blood a moment ago.
I just can't figure out why checking in on a town who is probably doing just fine and has a minor hiccup is worth 3 times more than solving the murders here in your home city.
As I said, I expect you to spend a minimum of 2.5 weeks on this task, and I do not want to see you ill compensated for your time.
So we're paid by the hour then, is that what I'm hearing? By the day, maybe?
You are paid by the task I have given you.
All right, how about break it down to a good 50 gold a day and we'll be on our way.
Roll diplomacy.
On.
Ooh, this might work, boys. This might work. Nope, modifier is a 2. That's a 19.
I think
That's
for this,
less than we would make, dipshit.
No, Raptor's plan was to just go fuck off in this town for like 6-7 months and then come back and collect.
I think for this particular task, 800 gold pieces per person is more than sufficient.
Mayor, I got a question. You said you haven't heard back. Who did you send before?
There are regular messages that are sent back and forth. They are a Pony Express of sorts, sending regular reports of any ongoings in the city, in the town. And normally we see such reports in, about every fortnight or so, but the last report did not come in.
Well, surely you've sent other people besides us, or at least considered your hired Hell Knights or other guards. Have they not come back either?
Well, I have not sent any other adventures to this on this particular task. But if this particular task is too much for your fine gentleman, I would understand.
Boom. We'll take the job for 800 gold pieces per person.
Very fine indeed. Well, how forgetful of me. There is one more item that I wish to address with you, fine gentlemen.
As long as it's quick. What is it?
I have recently heard of a report of a elf that wait, no, scratch that. Nope, scratch that altogether. That's not important.
Did you have something for it? Are you sure? There's nothing further you wish to tell us.
Ah, yes. Now I recall. There are a few modes of travel that you might be so inclined to find. There is, of course, the road that you can travel on, but you might also find it advantageous to seek out the river barge, which will take you upriver as far as it goes. Fred, I do not know how much that will cost you, but I am trusted that the 800 gold pieces will be sufficient in your travels, of which I would be willing to pay half of for your travel expenses before you leave Magdamar.
If anybody else wants an advance, they can take their advance, but I'll take my full amount at the end. I'll take my payment after the job is done. Personal preference, you know.
Raptor looks at Tristan like he's fucking insane and then walks forward and holds his hands out and does one of these.
Yeah, I will absolutely take my advance.
Take half in advance.
Yeah. There's no penalty. I kind of missed what you said. There's no penalty.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now you can certainly speak to my assistant about your payment. Well, gentlemen, I do have some things I must attend to, so I will trust that you can see yourself out.
We have directions to where that we might find that river barge boss before we go.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, I believe that a barge can be hired at the mouth of the Yadabakaran River. And from there, you can take the barge upstream as far as Assyrian, I do believe.
Right. Thank you for your guidance.
I do have one more request. Can I have a bottle of that liquor that I had earlier? That was incredible.
Ah,
Take that
yes.
too, and you got a deal.
A individual of refined taste, I am sure. Alas, that is one of my personal favorites, and I take pride in ensuring that I have a ready supply here at the manor. You may find some in town at the bazaar, though it is a rather expensive drink, to be sure.
A personal favorite for a personal favor. I think that's a deal.
Well, I think that 800 gold pieces a person is more than adequate for such a service.
All right. Raptor's fucking tired of this guy. He's obviously overpowered as shit. Raptor's just mad as fuck that he got caught when he knew full well he was doing a really good job of being stealthy. He's over this dude.
Before we go, is there a way of proof that we are being hired by you so that the garrison commander isn't just, blowing in the wind about the information we're passing to him?
Ah, yes, of course. My assistant will provide you with a letter of introduction alongside your preliminary payment.
Excellent.
Are there any other questions that I may answer?
Oh, I think we're all right.
Well, I bid you a fine journey, gentlemen, and a swift return. And he gets up from his chair, opens up the door, and gestures for you to gestures towards the entryway.
I'm up on Anthar's shoulder, and the whole time we leave, I'm mean mugging him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around backwards so that Raptor's on the opposite end of the shoulder.
Raptor rotates with it.
All right, and one of the servants, seeing that your conversation is concluded, escorts you back to the security checkpoint, the security kiosk for you to pick up your weapons. And once you pick up your weapons, they escort you from the property and close the gates behind you.
Oi, oi, oi. We were supposed to talk to the assistant first. Let us fucking talk to him, eh? On in my advance.
The assistant's usually at the Pediment building.
Wait, why the fuck's the assistant not in the same building as the Lord Mayor?
Because we met
You're
the
running the
assistant,
fuck system
Raptor.
here.
Raptor, we met the assistant.
Fuck, I'm confused. Let's go get my payment.
Remember the guy who paid
No,
us?
I don't. Lead the way.
Remember the one who paid us for the murders?
Yeah, that asshole.
That's the assistant.
All right, lead the way. Take me to him.
Oh my god.
All right. So you make your way to the pediment building, and we can kind of, unless you want to talk to him directly, we can kind of skip over that.
I do.
He's gonna get his payments, and
Oh,
You do want to talk to him?
More or
No.
less. During the whole transaction, while I'm grabbing my payment, I would like to walk up and hold my hand out to him and like look at my hand, like, please shake my hand.
Okay. All right. So you make your way to the pediment building, and ooh. There we go. You make your way to the pediment building and come face to face once again with the Lord Mayor's assistant, who is seems like he's quite busy scribbling down notes and giving directions to his underlings. Oh yes, is there? Yes, of course. I trust that you had a fine conversation with the Lord Mayor.
sure, you can say
Yeah.
that.
I'd like my 400 gold, please.
400. Yes, of course.
Raptor, you mean 450?
Yeah, that's what I mean. 450. Thank you.
Roll
I
deception.
can't count very well.
Oh man, I forgot to mark him as my prey. Ugh. The one
That's a
time
nat
I just
20.
And I got pretty good. Ugh,
Nat 20 for a total of 32.
hell yeah. And I got 26. 28.
All right. Well, now that is very curious, isn't it? I so happen to have received a raven informing me that the sum would be 400 now and 400 later.
Tristan is going to stand behind both of them and just stare into, like, just stare this guy down.
Yeah, that's what I said. 400.
Not saying shit. Just full on, just wolf staring this dude down.
You try and intimidate more money out of him?
Fuck yes.
All right, go ahead.
Just to see if I can.
Uh,
And I'm gonna put this new feat to the test. I'm gonna see if this actually does something. Not
Anthony's
that.
just gonna grab his 400 and just kind of step back.
I didn't listen. I'm doing it for them. I have no stake in the fight. I'm getting my full 800 when I come back. I don't give a damn. In a situation where you can physically menace the target, gain +1 circumstance bonus to intimidation. Can I physically menace this guy?
I mean, you'd have to physically menace him. You'd have to probably like grab him by the collar.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a straight intimidation check then. That is a 28. I'm not saying anything though, so if this fails, not really a big deal.
He kind of looks up at you, Tristan. Well, that's. I'm afraid that I've only been authorized to give 400 gold pieces. Well, in either case, and he writes down a 2 letters, a letter of introduction, and a letter for deposit. Keep this on your person until you meet the commander at the Fort Rannoch, and speak to the guards on your way out for your compensation.
Wait, how many people are going to send us to someone else before I get my fucking money?
I do not handle transactions myself. I simply ensure that payment falls into the right hands.
Raptor is going to embark on a small performance now. And
Right. You don't handle the money with your hands, but you might handle something else.
and then he's gonna touch the man's hand and making like fucking wide eyes staring into this dude's soul, touch telepathy, say, I know what you did.
Oh God.
Remember when I tried to convince Banny Harker that he abandoned his children that he didn't know he had? Yeah, same vibe.
He kind of recoils a little bit in surprise. I beg your pardon.
Do I pick
I'm
up
sorry,
on that?
what? I didn't hear anything.
Sorry, that was me getting my accents mixed up. I beg your pardon.
Sorry, what? Beg my pardon for what? It's just saying you don't handle the money. Is that wrong?
No, that is correct. I do not handle the money directly.
Can I see
Yeah,
if he's thrown
Okay,
off?
yeah, we're on the same page. I don't know what you're talking about then, mate.
Roll perception check.
Oh hell yeah! Math. That's a 34.
He does seem a little bit thrown off, though. You would hazard to say hearing words without seeing Raptor's mouth move probably had something to do with that.
Okay, so is it suspicious or is it just Raptor freaked him out?
More towards Raptor freaked him out.
Nice.
I will
Like-
hold off. I will.
Psychological trauma takes a long time to inflict, boys. It's one step at a time.
Jesus Christ. Well, if that's all, I'm going to go and get my weapons back, and we can get these guys paid, and we're going to go see about Riverman.
All right.
I leave without being dismissed.
Have a good day, friend. I wish you the best of luck in all your handling.
And I wish you the best of travels. May the wind always be at your back.
Did I hear him say that?
No, you left.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
okay, mate. Sure, you too.
That is the fruitiest greeting farewell I've ever heard.
All right. You now find yourself outside the pediment building. And I think that's probably a good place to end it for tonight.
Let's go see about a boat. And then
Every motherfucker we talked to today is suspicious as fuck. Y'all catch on that?
No,
You'll see
no,
that.
no, I did not
Not
catch
really.
on
Hey,
that.
well, y'all
I
need to
think
pay
you're
more
just
attention.
paranoid, Raptor. I think you need to go and take a long bath and think about how you approach people.
No. You know, Tristan, you've been right sometimes. This time, I'm calling it. You're wrong. Remember how I called Scarnetti is attached to that first murder? I still stand by that, and I'm calling this one now too. I'm doubling it down, all right?
All right, fair enough, little one.
Scarnetti's attached, and these two, the mayor and his assistant, suspicious as shit. They're involved.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you to everyone watching now and everyone watching later. Till next time.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for joining on the shenanigans.